T-Speaker 222 with Swing Traders Anonymous. It's 9:21 p.m., just about 2 hours and 21 minutes after the post-daily close here on the East Coast in the state of Michigan in the United States of America. What we do here, and I want to do this quick so you guys can see, I like to go over the total crypto market cap. Then we'll go to the Bitcoin dominance chart, BITO Pro Shares, which is the ETF. We have the Tether, and then we end with the Bitcoin chart. Today's theme is going to be the bearish pennant that we're in, which is a continuation to the downside. This is kind of like stage 2 of the pennant, of the continuation part of the pattern. So I'm going to show you what I mean. Make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification to all, and subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning. We're up to almost 900 subscribers. It's an honor. So you can clearly see, here, I'm going to get rid of these brush strokes on here. I know there's some that have been around for a while, but it's time to continue on to the next part of the pattern. And now that we can confirm the continuation of the downside, there's simply no reason to have all that other FUD on the board. Nobody likes a bragger. So here's what's going on. So we have our clear flagpole. Check. There's our flagpole. Flagpole consolidation. So now we're going to continue to the downside when this is finished. And we're going to double bottom down there at 1.93 trillion. Basically what's going on is the buyer sold, taking a break, came back up here, getting more money together when they get farther down, comes down here, and it'll likely continue to the downside. So what's going to end up happening here is you had a bunch of buy orders. They let them finish out. People came up here, some sold, some held. Comes down again, then pops back up, and they're like, oh shit, better sell. And then it comes down here, and then it likely falls through because there's no more buyers left at that level. But I would highly suggest you start buying your favorite cryptos around there and then continue to build as it goes through. No reason not to buy it at every level. Just buy it in bigger portions as it goes further down. That's what I would suggest. So right now, that's what we're looking at. We're at a crossroads here, as you can see. We're right at the X marks the spot. And this is when we're likely going to start going down. Isn't it amazing how that works? So right now we have 2.42 trillion is the overhead resistance. 2.222 trillion is underneath support. But I have a feeling we're just going to go down to 1.91 trillion. We're not really going to have any stops along the way. With Bitcoin dominance chart, it looks like we're about to pump again. And that doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going to pump. It just means that the altcoins are going to dump faster than Bitcoin pumps. And you can see we're starting to consolidate here. And now I think we're going to come up here. I don't know if we're going to go way up there, but I think we're at least going to come test here. And even if we can't test it, I think we've already had one breakout, fake one right there. So that confirms probably that we're going to come up here to try to get rejected at least. So at least a minor pump here in the Bitcoin dominance chart to look at. The BITO Pro Shares, which is the Bitcoin ETF, was up 3.48% to 32.13. I don't even know why anybody would own this, but that was a phenomenal call we made in this to come down here. And it's right down now to our extension. But as you can see here, this is also a bearish continuation pattern that it's going to end up likely playing out into B. Because it's a downward momentum. You have the flagpole. Now you're going to consolidate. And it's probably going to break down farther. And if it's like I think, it could come down here to $24 before it's all said and done. This could turn out to be very, very bad. This is down about, what is it, 28%. From the high from this ETF, which puts it basically into a bear market. So when it gets into a bear market, it starts to trade pretty crazy. And everybody's going to figure that out again with Bitcoin and all of crypto because we didn't have a proper bear market last time. It just kind of had the dead man's bounce. And now we're all going to pay for our sins. Not us, but the people who aren't paying attention, who are not open to the fact of what's going on in the market. Tether, luckily you guys found me. We're consolidating, and we could come back down and retest a little bit at like 34.23, even 33.67, but Tether I feel like is going to go to another level. Let me take off this FUD because we've already done what we thought we were going to. Now it's just a matter of, are we going to come back down or we're going to go up another level? We actually touched our breakout target perfectly, so anybody who was in Tether taking profits, congratulations on that. And to the guy who kept telling me I was FUDDing it up and Tether wasn't about to pump, well, I mean, it did exactly what we set up to 36.50, so I'm not sure what else we're supposed to do here at the station. So right now, the support is at the bottom of the trend line. On this uptrend, we're respecting the lines when we get into it. 34.03 would be that bounce that I'm looking for on the downside if it goes. And 35.65 would be the upper resistance. But we do have right here, as you can see, we've created this resistance in the middle at 34.78, and that's a trend line that's built in if you bring it out to the farther picture. So we have to respect that as well. So that's what we're seeing there. And then with Bitcoin, I believe we're on a bearish continuation to the downside. And if you look at the daily time frame, you can clearly see that. I'm going to delete all of this so that you guys can, I can do this fresh for you. And then I'll let you guys go. So you have the bearish continuation to the downside. Well, you will. This is a bear pennant flagpole. Up, consolidation. It's tightening. You even had the uptrend, downtrend, and resistance support lines. So this is what's going to end up happening. And when we continue the downside, it's probably going to break through 41,000, and we're going to end up down here. And 39,000 is a logical target. Eventually, we're going to get that 28,000, which is at the bottom of the wedge. I mean, the symmetrical triangle. But I believe what's in danger here, everybody keeps asking me, if 41,954 breaks through, I think 39,000 is the logical target for an overshot. And I think you could have a wick down to there. So basically what it would look like if it does this, something like this, and it would overshoot like this, and then it could come up. But that's only if it overshoots. You can see the next daily candle has finally exposed itself. So it's tight, and now you're going to get the continuation to the downside likely. So that could be exactly what's going on. Make sure to hit that like button. I love giving you guys these updates. Let's try to get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're up to almost 900. I thank each and every one of you for taking the time to even give my channel a chance.